mistake. Shopping for expensive things. I be on the movie screens, magazines and bougie scenes. I'm not clean, I'm not pristine. I'm no queen, I'm no shame. I still go to Taco Bell, drive through Rose Hill. I don't care, I'm still real. No matter how many records I steal. After the show, after the Grammys, I like to go cool out with the family, sipping reminiscing.
Hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome. Happy Friday. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. And unfortunately, and just like that one's play in our face. But on Fridays, we talk about, and just like that anyway. Ashley, how are you feeling? Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be, Tyra, to talk about this 20-minute episode. At this point, like I said before, they literally just hate us. They have no respect for their audience. They have no respect for the OG Sex and the City watchers. This was a travesty. I take back every ounce of praise I gave them last week. They deserve none of it. They deserve none of it. I hope this dies a very fiery death next week. I never want to hear of it just like that ever again in life.
With that being said, you guys make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you show love and give your commentary as far as what you think about what we have to say, as well as what's happening or lack thereof in the show. Never gonna belabor anything because we like to get, straight on to it. Ashley, I'm gonna come to you first, per usual. What were your overall thoughts of this episode and why?
This was a snooze fest. Everything I thought I had known of Carrie, I said, "Oh, she's walking into her womanhood." What's the first thing this hoe said? "Oh, because what if Duncan comes back, girl?" I thought we were past this. I thought you grew a brain last episode. I honestly, it was just so unremarkable, so unmemorable. I think the only like vestige of whatever was like their kind of like little three get together and talking about Thanksgiving. That was kind of the only piece I was like, oh, all right. The proposal under duress, like everything else was such a bore. Auntie who must not be named in her get up. I said, oh, they're just gonna take her out with a bang. Like, let's go completely over the top. Herbert, and his midlife crisis. I'm not interested, Tyra. End it already. Why would you drag this out? Why would you give us a 20-minute episode just to have a finale next week? It makes no sense. It feels like this is greed. This feels like corporate greed to me. They were incendiary. They wanted to provoke. This was rage bait. This was rage bait times 1,000. They knew what they were doing just to get this last coin out of it. And I hated it, Tyra. I did not enjoy last night's episode.
Not Ashley saying this is corporal punishment.
Awful.
I was very disappointed in this episode, and it feels like us leaving last episode, getting to this one. They were like, "Oh, let's not set anything with intent or an expectation. Let's get on back down to the streets of what the hell is going on and why." It's like, I'm like, y'all couldn't have been like afraid to fail or like success, or maybe you guys aren't gonna like what we're gonna come up with. So let's just kind of live in this gray area of the show where nothing's happening and it's boring and we're kind of regurgitating some of the same things we've heard and seen already. That's that. After last episode, you couldn't tell me that all of the ladies weren't going to be moving with intent and walking into some type of purpose, some type of final, purpose, because this is the last season. I was like, oh, so what's next? Are we gonna have like a time jump? Like it's gonna be like Thanksgiving and then we're gonna jump into New Year's, or no, it was just this. Nothing about this feels final. Nothing about this feels like the showrunners ever gave a damn about anybody who's here. Like, why would you assassinate everybody like this? Like, you hate. I was trying to, give Ashley some grace. Like, no, you hate us. You hate us, and you can hate us. You can hate the audience, but love what you spend time on. Like, really, this is the send off for them. This was a waste of time. This is in no place where I expected to be leading into the finale. After that really great episode that we had prior, it's like we sat Carrie back down real quick. Yeah, everything that you learned about yourself, that awakening, yeah, it's done. It's over. Let's just stay here and try to get back into, what was Big a big mistake? Was Gramercy a big mistake? Should I go back to my little shoebox? Girl, what are we doing? But we'll get into those things. Y'all make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Thank you so much for being here. But I wanted to get some of the formalities out of the way, as if there's any more that I could not care about in this episode. But, they found things. We get here to this book situation. Now, I wish I cared. I really wish we cared. We left off that grandioso situation with dunking and the writing and the send-off and the characters. But this book can't have any growth because Carrie can't have any growth. We brought her all the way back down to, well, what should I be doing? Where should I go? Is dunking going to return? And her book is a mirror of her life. So since she's stifled, so is this book. Going off, walking into what purpose and what sunset? No, she's just going to sit there in her garden alone. And it's like, yeah, that's a little bleak, right? Can we speak to the time period and do some other things? Can we? No, this book is closed off as well as Carrie. It's almost like a scoff, her taking this staunch stance of I'm not changing the ending of my book. It's because she doesn't want to change, the ending of her own damn life. But a good episode does this not make. We don't care about it. We wanted to see her exploring and walking kind of into, I don't even want to say purpose, but just this new, found, if she felt so present. She felt so present last episode, and it was like this inspiration. What did he call her? You're an inspiration, Carrie. We don't have to be that. Oh, okay, let me find my own ending. Hence, finding the ending to this book. No, we don't care. Ashley, did you hear about this book?
No. And it's like, you have built Carrie up. She is sitting down with an accomplished author who is really giving her all of this high praise about her prowess as an authoress and how she's incredible, and the story is just so captivating and moving. And you mean to tell me she's writing a period piece that leaves a woman alone in spinsterhood? It just didn't make sense. It's like you take 2 steps forward to take 10 steps back, in my opinion. I honestly believe that last week's episode was supposed to be the finale. That was supposed to be it. And you go on with it and use your imagination to figure out the life you wanted for each of these ladies, right? But to give us that episode and then regress so formidably, this is one of the worst episodes. How do you give us the best episode of the series last week and then give us one of the worst episodes? It was so cringe, so annoying. And as far as this book is concerned, girl, you got a book deal. Write what the people want you to write. What's the problem? This is privilege at its finest, girl. You really don't need this money. You've got Big's coin. Girl, self-publish, damn it, if you don't want to change the end of your book. But let's not talk about it for the next 5-10 minutes. We only got 20 minutes in this episode. Do you know you have 20 minutes? We only had 20 minutes this episode. I really don't care about any of this. There was some romance to it when it was like, oh, I have a peer who sees me in my art and all of this. But now it just gives you're being petulant. In the 1800s, a woman, that was a tragedy for a woman to be alone in those days because the man was the center. Until Carrie decenters men, why are you going to decenter this 1800s woman? It made no sense to me. And I could really care less. She don't need this book deal. It doesn't need to go. She doesn't need it. Carrie is not in a position where she needs any of this, girl. If this is just your pet project, just say that, self-publish it, and go on about your business. I don't want to hear her complaining about this, Tyra. I don't.
I don't know. I know leaving off of that last episode, it would have made sense for, no, I do need to change the ending because I'm changing my ending. We're mirroring it so hard. I just thought that's where we were. But since she's stifled, you have to die alone in this garden in spinsterhood, because that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be me and Shu in spinsterhood. Shu and 100,000, Manolo Blahniks and, me in this closet. I don't know. We had
transcended. I thought we had transcended that. She was like, I know you're leaving and that's fine. I'm still going to have my way with you. And I'm not even going to think about you anymore, Duncan, in this episode. Well, what if he decides he wants to come back?
He decides to come back.
What?
What? I don't know. I keep your expectations low at all time while driving this vehicle. You just can't. But another thing that was like, oh, we have these faint moments of what could have been. Y'all still managed to do this with all the nothingness here. What? since we've had Gramercy and they want to spread it on our cracker, we had to wait until Carrie furnished this Gramercy to have the girls have a get together, to have, a core. Because this is a central staple of Sex in the City. Since they like those common threads, them getting together at bistros, restaurants, and the reservations of it all, or a nightclub, is just as essential as getting together in Carrie's place. It's a thing. And then we bring it here, with the highlight of the episode for me, because they played some Sade Paradise. I was getting my life. That was the best thing about the episode for me. But I was like, yeah, just like old times, and they're sitting here and they're talking, and I'm like, we could have been here. And then I like how they try to make it a point of, oh, it's been about whomever all this time, and the girls in the core, and we're trying to integrate all these. No, bottom line, we still have Miranda, Charlotte, and Carrie here. Seema's not here. Lisa's not here. Anthony's not here. We could have just kept the bare bones of the show the same, and it could have been them as core, and we could have had our friends. It would have worked. But this was a nice reference to, we could have been here all along, sharing small nuances like this, and callbacks matter when you haven't done it the entire time. But we want to pick now to do it in this episode. All right, Ashley.
Yeah, again, aside from this god awful half booth that she put in Gramercy, because we're gonna get into this teenage dorm situation she's got going on. It's giving tacky. I'm like, you've got too much style, Carrie Bradshaw, to have appointed the halls of Gramercy in this manner. You have this god awful yellow chair in this half banquette in between the wainscoting. I'm completely over Carrie and the choices in this apartment. But yes, this was kind of the highlight that felt like Sex in the City to me. Like you said, the gang's all here. And we're going to talk and we're going to chew the fat about what's going on in our lives. I think that this decor choices are a reflection of who Carrie is at this point. I think she's lost. I think she's cheapened her worth in this point in time. And I really just hate it. I really, really do. But the girls look good. The girls look good.
No. And this is kind of on par for Carrie, especially with her solo living. The place for a while, it wasn't placing, which you would think, like, this isn't that first season of Sex in the City where she's smoking in the brownstone 24/7, and it's just all of this. Like, no, it's not your little brownstone adjacent apartment. This is your home. This is your forever place, your Gramercy. That purple chair pissed me off so much. Where you were all bothered by this half booth, that purple chair made me so mad. It's this ragtag of mismatch, small little quainty dainty thing.
Right.
It's like, I was like, what is this? It's like she's trying to, which she could, but I don't want this here because I know that they're not going to do some robust rehaul next episode. And it's just like, this is how it's supposed to look. I don't want to have callbacks to my apartment because I'm trying to formulate this really small space. Like, it's grand. You have a grand place. You can go above and beyond and do so many amazing things, style icon. No, we keep it small. Like, look at this little booth. I was like, what is this? I understand, you got that little piece of Barbie kitchen, but girl, come on. That purple chair really pissed me off. But that's fine. I was just glad that they were here talking, okay? But getting into, the real deal as far as Carrie and what's really, not Carrie, I think that's afterwards, unless I missed it, child. What's really happening in this episode here? Child, we have Miranda, still a habitual line stepper, and Joy could give a damn. Girl, y'all got her here with this damn yogurt. Because, girl, we already knew that this is what was going to happen because Miranda just does whatever she wants to do and lets the chips fall where they may. Of course, baby, Brady's pissed off because how could you do this? Could you have even asked me first? No, I understand the will and the plight of the parent. We need to deal with these things head on. This is happening. This baby is coming. You can't avoid this like a child. Let's go. She's coming here. But the way Miranda goes about things, it's always a drag. It's always problematic. She just does what she's gonna do, and it's like, well, what are you gonna do about it? I did it already. Just come here. But it's like, whoa, lower your tone, Brady. I don't. It's like, Brady, you created this little Chucky doll here, this Brady who has all the whatever in the world. I was waiting for like this evolution. I don't know why of Brady since we're getting into getting older and now fatherhood. No, he still gives the same energy when he was in that room barebacking with her and Steve. And are you wearing protection? Oh my god, we can hear him through the wall. It's still very immature, and she caters to that so much. It's just like this mother, like hovering baby type of dynamic where she's trying to haul ass and get stuff into gear for her and impending child. Your child hasn't grown up in so many ways yet, so he's stifled. But what really pissed me off in this scene more than anything was Joy. I was like, join them goddamn dogs. And I love my dog. I love Baby so much. But girl, oh, not in front of my dogs. Let me like, well, what do you have to say, Joy? Isn't she wrong? Isn't she out of line? Oh, I don't think we need to discuss this from the dog. Let me get my dogs and get out of here. Joy in this standoffish. I don't like people. I like my distance. I like things a certain way. What Thanksgiving dinner? I don't really want to be in attendance. If it's not about my dogs, I low-key don't give a damn. It pissed me off because, baby, we're supposed to be leading into what their lives are going to be in totality because this is the final season. You gonna spend your life with Joy and them dogs. Be miserable, please. Ashley, get the dogs out of here.
I told you Joy can't stand this lady. This is just a hot, wet cooter for her to rest her face in on certain nights. Joy does not like Miranda like that, in my opinion. I've never believed she did. And this was a prime example, but also kind of me, because I'm not dealing with your overgrown child man boy and his issues. He coming in hot, screaming like Steve. Where is Steve when you need him? Miranda is forever and always will be out of order. I thought she was growing as well, but here's the thing. We can't expect Brady to evolve and mature when we have these 360-year-old ladies who still haven't grown, matured, or evolved. So, I mean, that would be asking way too much with his tiny afro, Tyra, for him to grow and change. I wish I cared more about this. I don't care about the farting pregger lady. I don't care about Brady, and I could give a damn about Joy and her ugly dogs. There are some ugly dogs. I hate every time I see them. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're sitting at the table while y'all are eating. Like, oh, put them out back.
This is why they sit there like a set, like little Siamese cats.
Yeah, I just hate it. Oh God, it's awful. No, but yeah, Miranda, this relationship, but maybe this is pushing her towards the end where it'll be like, I need to choose myself and my career and make something of myself after all this time. Maybe. I really just don't care anything about Miranda or Brady. And here's the thing, of all the kids that we got to see throughout the 3 seasons, he's probably who we saw the least. We really saw Rock and Lily. So I really am not invested in Brady, his journey, or any of that. But again, Miranda didn't halfway raise this boy. Otherwise, he wouldn't have come in there screaming and hollering at you, no matter what you did. Although you were wrong going back to that crazy lady's beauty shop and dragging her back through here. Oh God, I don't like Joy and I don't like any of them. It's really disheartening and sad to me. After 3 seasons, I would have hoped we'd be further along and we'd be somewhere else. And second of all, this is not a penultimate episode at all. No. And then finally, whoever was in the comment section going hog moths last week about my comment about Miranda calling that woman a woman of ill repute. I don't give a damn. I said what I said and I meant it. She had no grounds or bearing to say that woman has a lot of sex. How would she know? She slept with Brady, okay, but Brady slept with her as well. Like, I just don't get how she's the whore and he's not. Like, that's crazy to me, saying that about a girl you have no clue about. You don't know that lady. He could have been her.
You slept with my nothing of a son, girl. You must have low expectations and low self-worth. Not Brady. Brady has nothing going for himself. He's not that smart. He's not that good looking. He has a lack of direction. He's disrespectful. You slept with my son. Oh, girl, yeah, you get around.
Yeah, you must sleep with everybody. I was like, whoa, that was a sweeping allegation.
Lord. DeMarcus, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Which song is better, Kissing You by Total? Oh, girl, I ain't got to read that. It's Kissing You by Total. Much respect to Escaping Them, but it's going to be Kissing You.
Yeah,
Ashley.
kissing you? Well, there's not a, this isn't a debate.
Yeah, he's in Tonight acapella too. A little piece of acapella. I'm okay with that. We're gonna do Kissing You because Toto ate that up. Yeah, this is just ridiculous. I was so like sent back that this wasn't just the Thanksgiving episode. Like why do we need to go into the next episode still on Thanksgiving? Are you serious?
We needed a double episode for the holidays. It's still the summer.
I
I don't
thought
know.
they were gonna like speed it up and we were gonna get an hour
New
here.
Year.
Thanksgiving, hell, Christmas, New Year's, and we end off the next episode. This year, these are all the things that have changed, and then you go through each. You know what? It doesn't matter.
I really thought that next episode was going to be us going into the new year, since that seems to be a theme with Sex in the City and all of that, and Carrie and her New Year's whatever. I thought that was going to be like the fresh start, the new beginning, and how they were going to end it. I really didn't think we were going to still be dragging this dry dressing or stuffing, excuse me, that she's going to be making.
Oh, it didn't go anywhere. I just really wanted Joy to go away. Please get all of their relationship out of my face. It's terrible. Here's Carrie. Thought she was behind there, but she's not. Carrie wants to go backwards so badly. I just knew Carrie was gonna go up there and her little friend, this little Carrie, the early years. Yeah. Can you leave my apartment so I can? Well, how much so I can get you out of here and I can get back into this confinement? Can I get back here? There is the whole theme this episode of what used to be. We opened with her in the old school bakery, and I'm always going to make her a pie because she stayed down with me even during COVID. And she's a loyal customer. Oh, yeah, remember when I could just walk down the street and, this is family. This is, those warm and fuzzy feelings that I'm just not getting in Gramercy. And she's walking down memory lane, just looking in him. I just knew, and I was going to like push something. I was like, Carrie, if you ask to move back into this apartment, I swear to God, like, girl, that's one thing to like this. I just knew that we were getting there, and we stayed with this young lady too long, in my opinion. I have not taken the time to learn her name because I just don't care to. She's just Carrie the early years, but she goes in there and it's all renovated and it's changed up, and she's busted down the middle and all the way. Even we had Charlotte referenced Gramercy this episode, like, oh, it was kind of touch and go there. Oh, I'm so glad we didn't. And then she comes here. Well, don't you ever get scared? Aren't you afraid you're going to be hurt? Like all of these red herrings and red flags of what could happen to you if you live alone. Because I couldn't even be alone in this apartment. We busted down just so I could have a roommate, but it wasn't just about money. I just didn't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. Do you care? I was like, oh my God. And she's sitting here. I've been distant, my boyfriend in 7 months. And what about you? Where's Aiden? Yeah, wasted 22 years. Like, Carrie, stop saying that. Stop saying that. This going backwards is wild to me from where we left, but we spent a whole lot of time here, time I didn't care to. And it didn't look like she swallowed, there isn't a way to go back here. This isn't my place anymore. This looks totally different, not just visually, but mentally and physically, spiritually. This isn't my place. I'm not this Carrie anymore. Let me get my ass on down to Gramercy. No, it looked like she didn't want to go. And it looked like she wanted to tell everybody, can you leave my place so I can put everything back into its place because I belong here and not in Gramercy. Ashley?
Absolutely. That's exactly what it gave. It gave, I want my stuff back. Like, I want my stuff. I came to get all my stuff. Oh gosh, I don't get it. And somebody's going to say that this is someone's real life, that there are people who age and still are stuck in their 30s, right? The places that they were, and really wanting to reclaim and bring that back. But honestly, I just don't buy it. I think this is lazy. I think this is lazy effort in writing on behalf of the creators, writers, showrunners, all of that for this show, because this isn't what we needed. What would have been pleasant, I can see her accepting Lizette's invitation and going there and be like, you know what, man, I grew so much here. Like, I'm so beyond this. But it was very much like, why did you touch my walls? My walls, my closet, my things. And also what I felt was very interesting was the fact that I watched one of those videos where they talk about the continuity between And Just Like That and Sex in the City. And they're like, how does this Matchbox apartment now, is the apartment big enough that you can split in half and have a roommate there?
Between the seasons in the two movies, Carrie's apartment gets so huge. Now, there is a moment, which threw everything up anyway, where Aiden works on he purchases the apartment next to hers, and they expanded and everything because they were going to be living there. But how big it is, girl, that apartment ain't that damn big.
That's what I'm like, I don't know. I'm very jealous of you, Lizette. I wish I could live this life. Because when she said, do you feel safe? Yes, I feel very safe and secure in the walls of Gramercy. Do you know where I live?
I have the Carrie system, so I feel fine. The Carrie system.
I don't know. It was like, I want to be you. I want to be here. I want to go back. I don't like that. I don't like the regression model here. For her character. I think it's just beyond, because I feel like even if there's a part of people as you get older that kind of clings to a part of your youth, I totally get that. But girl, you have to see that you've evolved since then, or have you? Is the whole messaging behind this now that none of these women in 20, 30 years have gone anywhere, have matured, have advanced fully? Like, if so, that's a really sad state of affairs. Like, I think that's heartbreaking if that's the case, that you would rather go back into your box than spread your wings and see what else is out there. This is really, really sad commentary, in my opinion. If this is what they believe aging is, I don't think this is what aging is.
For them, apparently. I wanted a voiceover from Carrie so bad, like, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, old me, I would envy her. Like, I don't envy any of this. I'm so beyond, like, like, no, it's just like, oh, I wish what it must be like to be footloose, fancy free with money and have a nice wardrobe with curly hair. That used to be me. It needs to be me now. I need my apartment back. And I just wanted her to, like, no, to really say something when she doubled down. Aren't you scared? Because I'm afraid I couldn't even be alone here. Girl, what about Gramps? No, I have the Carrie system. So I'm like, that's all you have to say about Gramercy? I have the Carrie system? No, I'm not afraid of being alone. Because you know why? Oh, I too used to be like that. Kick some knowledge. Old school, as they would say. Come on, school.
She's not doing that. She don't give a damn about anybody else but herself.
Not doing anything. Like, I don't know, but let's leave this. Even with her, like, she wasn't living in that apartment down there alone before Carrie got, but continuity, child. But you were down there alone. But okay. Child, oh God. The way I thought we were going to get some, because we don't get any comedy anywhere. A lot of the times we do get some comedy from Harry. And I just knew that this was the Thanksgiving episode. So we were going to be set with Harry somewhere picking at Miranda's food. Like, baby, what is that? I'm not eating that or spitting something out. You get some bad food and you put it down in the trash can because I don't want you to know I didn't eat it. Or him flipping through channels looking for the ESPN. No, that was just a little highlight in the trailer. That really has nothing to do with nothing because we don't even get to Thanksgiving. The episode is about the lack of an erection. And we are tired. I say this with the most respect. I don't want to hear anything about Harry's dick again. I'm sorry. Can we please? And I know he got the cancer. I know he got the big C. And that was a big thing. But a lot of the season has revolved around his nether regions. And I am so exhausted hearing about it and how I can't get it up and what it used to be. Ooh, is that something hard? No, it's the iPad because it's not getting up there. I don't know what they want us to do with this. This is extremely unserious. We do have him say, like, well, Thanksgiving, is the family staple, as well as, my sexual appetites. Those were things that I was going to be longing for, things I was scared that I would never see again because the cancer might take me out. There are all those fears. But it just boggles down to, oh, I can't get hard. Please, I hope I get hard soon so I can stick it in my wife. What are we supposed to do with this? We do not care. Ashley, do something. Fix it, please.
When she said, oh, I feel something hard on my back. Yeah, it's my iPad. Like, come on, guys. Like, the crass humor, like, there can be moments that are funny and are light and are whimsical. But I don't think everything has to be so crass. Like, damn, like, we get it. Y'all can't hunch right now. He just had his ball surgery. Let him recover. Like, I really could care less about their sex life. To be honest, I'm more interested in the dynamic. I thought it was funny enough. I don't want to eat Miranda's Thanksgiving food. I want to be home. Like, just let it rest there. Like, in that banter. Let's deal with these kids. Let's deal with Rock, who's now in a dress, going to be performing. Like, let's talk about those things. I don't want to hear about this. And I don't know who does. Like, drop a one in the chat if y'all enjoy this conversation, because I really want to know where they're getting it from. Like, why do I want to talk about it? And because we talked about it so many episodes.
Yeah.
From the time he couldn't do it, then he's peeing on himself, then he's got the ball surgery. It's all been centered around Harry's manhood, and
Yeah.
I'm no longer care.
Never want to hear about it again. Never. Never. I was just upset. I thought we were going to have him in Miranda's apartment doing the most. But no, that's next episode. But like you said, now this pissed me off too. This made me so mad. Charlotte savors what could have been. Getting over here with Charlotte and Rock. This pissed me off because this could have been Charlotte's narrative all along. Since they wanted to include these children so bad, especially both of hers. I don't know what happened with Brady, but we've seen Charlotte's children quite often, and they wanted so badly to get more into representation. And oh, we're cool with it. You want to change your gender or do it? It doesn't matter. Like, I'm a cool mom. Yeah, we're with it. Oh, you want to be called Rock? We had that little maybe rebuttal, which was comedic from Anthony, but it was never brought up again. It was like, we're cool. Whatever Rock decides to transition into, they, them, us, whomever, we don't have to talk about it. It's just that it was just kind of written off just as quickly as it happened. The moment that Rock decided that she wanted to be Rock, this could have been a very strong narrative. So many parents have to come to terms with their child transitioning in this way, where it goes beyond this and it goes into a surgical route, because I'm losing what I thought was going to be my daughter. This could have been very serious. It could have been intimate. We could have shared so many moments with the kids. She could have been hyper fit, because we know when Charlotte gets on something, she's like a dog with a bone. And that's why I didn't understand. Like, Charlotte is just cool and we don't have to talk about it anymore. It could have been her just being really hyper fixated on Rock in this transition and how it's impacting things, because I thought X, Y, and Z. We could have went through acceptance. She had that little moment, which was before she transitioned and changed the name and all those things. We're trying to, well, why don't you want to wear the dress? It could have been Charlotte really trying to come to terms with this, only focusing on Rock, and then you have her other baby over there like, well, mom, like, what about me? And because you do get to that time where, well, you're in college, you're this, like, I just wanted to, like, well, mom, yeah, I still need you. I still, we could have incorporated both of the kids that way, because you're just all about Rock in this transition. We have not talked about it a little bit. And this was not, to me, what could have been, or maybe, is Rock thinking about going, back? Is she kind of going to go in between? Is she changing? No, I think that this was just more so for the play and the theater kid in them, and we're going to be, right back to who we were. But Charlotte is taking time to, sneak and take a picture and let me just savor, and oh, look at my baby, look at what could have been, because I thought this was going to be my baby girl, but no, this is Rock. Let me take this and keep it in my pocket for later. And she's, huffing and puffing all episode and going down memory lane of the baby girl. This could have been something, but it wasn't, because you just put it here out of nowhere. Ashley?
Yeah. And Patsy, I see your comment here, and I think that's the issue that Tyra is speaking to, is that we didn't get to rest there, or get to even understand or get the true language around what Rock was experiencing, what she was going through. They gave us maybe a 1.5 episode where they kind of talked about it. But we didn't really get language around it, or really hearing from Rock communicating it fully, how she was adapting, or excuse me, how they were adapting, how they were moving, or even navigating through it. It was just thrown away. And now we're bringing it back up here because now they're involved in a musical. I think that speaks to the point, right? You have an opportunity here to give language to people who don't understand. Like, this isn't my world, so I don't know what the proper language is around it, what Rock is experiencing.
I'm particularly saying transitioning, because Rock is from a certain generation, and what we've seen frequently is either you instantly transition. It's not for everybody. Everybody has their own story and narrative. But a lot of people who are like pre-transition, it doesn't start with, well, I always had these feelings. This, a lot of it is starting off with, well, I felt, non-binary and I don't conform to any gender and this. And then later on, we kind of figure out what's what. We didn't give Rock any time to rest in anything, or Charlotte. It was just that. And they made it just a physical thing where I want to wear boy clothes. And that's just all that was. We didn't talk about feelings. We didn't talk about why she, like, nothing later. It was literally one moment, one episode, and she was Rock. Call her Rock, and that was it. I think that that's cheap. Go ahead, Ash. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely, I mean, like I'm saying, that's just to the point of it all. I think we had opportunity. If you're going to pride yourself, I believe, on representation and, showing other, ways of living and how people are expressing themselves and moving about and these real issues that happen in families, why not take the time to dive in? Why not have experts there in the writer's room? I believe there may be representation there in the writer's room, but why is it not conveyed? Why is it not expressed? Why was it just a throwaway? But they've done that so many times throughout the entire series. I mean, it's not, I think Rock's whole entire character was just handled poorly. It could have been an opportunity.
Yeah, it was another kind of like when we got into Shay in certain moments that were outside of Miranda and her career. It felt like we're checking a box, and they wanted to confront something, but at the same time be non-confrontational and non-offensive, because we don't want to offend anybody and actually have conversation around it. We're just going to have it happen and have the parents instantly accept it. We're not going to watch Rock through, because I don't know how many, was that first season when she decided, yeah, that was that season. And then we're here and we know nothing of the sort about Rock. All we know is like, oh, okay, well, now she's a theater kid and she's enjoying, singing songs with Lisa's son. That's it. We don't talk about nothing. We don't do nothing. We don't see nothing. And I think that was a missed opportunity if they wanted so badly to incorporate the kids. And we were going to take this episode to make it such a big moment. I was like, are they trying to platform her? Like, y'all know she can sing, right? y'all know the actress, like, let's make this. It felt like a platform moment or transitioning over into something like, yeah, catch me on Broadway in X, Y, and Z. Cause I got them skills. I don't know, but it just felt like she just walked out and it was red. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, she looks nice. It was given Chicago. I was here for it. But the way it wasn't Rock. It was the way that Charlotte took it. Like, she was really in her feelings. I was like, where did this come from? You already
doing everything. Just Charlotte. As soon as like I said, I thought people take 2 steps forward to take 8 steps back. Because what are we doing? What are we doing?
I was about to break down into tears. And I was like, oh, I thought we were all in acceptance mode. Why would this make your heart stop, Charlotte? I thought we were okay. Like, oh, just to see her, I would have. Is this? Let me savor this moment, because it's just like, Charlotte, go away from me. Sema, go away from me. Adam loves Sema, and she's looking for a way out. Now, when McGruff the dog got his ass out of that shower and did this moment, made sure to get water all over the. Who does that? Who drives like that? Sir, please, if you hate my apartment, just say that. That pissed me off so much as a person who does not like wet mirrors. Like, what are you doing? But they're having the time of their lives in the shower and the most unpleasant. Like, can we not? Don't even mention oral. I don't know why they like to go off into flights of fancy and this sexual gratification with them. Like, ooh, Big Daddy sure does do me right. Are you sure? Are you sure? But she's getting her life. We get out and it's, I want you to meet my sister. I don't conform to any norm, so it won't be like Thanksgiving. It'll be after Thanksgiving, but I want you to meet her because I love you. And she's just stopped in her tracks like, oh, yeah, I don't know what to do with this. Let me go sit with Carrie and let her know that this isn't that. I don't think I can. And Carrie, gives her a little pushback. Like, are you trying to ruin something? Are you looking for flaws? Basically, Seema, are you okay? But they want us down bad for her and Adam and for Seema to wisen up and realize that she has a good man, Savannah. But I just wish that he didn't look like McGruff every single time we did it. Ashley?
No, this is not a grown love to me. Like they're trying to force feed it down my throat, and I'm not eating it, Tyra. I'm not. And they're telling me on TikTok, he's good for Seema. He's good for Seema. He's gross. I don't care about your cunnilingus, sir. Like, I don't care about you being on your knees in the shower and then I'm not getting down there. I don't want to drown or whatever she said. Seema, girl. I just,
Nose plugs.
like, I don't know. He just doesn't give, like, this wouldn't be, if I was an older woman, this would not, I wanted like a mature love or to see it represented on TV. This would not be the thing I wanted to see. To be honest with you, and then kind of blurting out, I love you, and I love you too. I love you too. But I really don't want to meet your family. Like, I still don't really like you like that, but I'm over here because I guess you're breaking my back in, but is he really? I don't know. I get the ick from the entire situation, if I can be honest with you, from his weird pectoralis muscle. Like, I hate his nipples. I hate the dad bod. His slow hunches that we saw a couple of episodes ago. It's revolting to me, Tyra. I don't like
dad bod. I don't mind the way he looks.
I hate it.
It's the way they frame him. He is not an unattractive man. They frame him in such a weird way and have him in these wacky predicaments because they want him to be eccentric and always completely out of the norm of whatever Seema would want. I'm like, we ain't seen Seema with enough man for a long enough period of time to even know what her personal taste is to wear. But it's like, we have to go to an extreme of him getting out and shaking water off of him like a dog and doing like weird. I'm like, can we stop with that? I thought we had some growth, like we said last episode when we had the plant situation, but no, we instantly go right back into, yeah, I can't with him. Because yeah, we're gonna go into the finale with I can't with him. You still unsure about this man? I wish he just left her where she was. But
I'm not calling the man ugly before anybody takes that and runs with it. Don't hear what I'm not saying. I didn't say he's ugly. Okay, I don't think that. I'm just disgusted by him in these moments. The way, like you said, the way that they frame him in these dirty t-shirts, in this unkept, like, he just seems undomesticated. And I hate it. It's like he's very feral and not in a Jason Momoa way, but like in an urchin way. Like, I just don't like anything about it. It gives very much mismatch. I could have bought it if he was like kind of on the edge and taking her to these new places, and I guess in a way he's doing that. But honestly, I get disgusted every time I see them in the throes.
It's just unsexy. I don't know. Like, it should be steam heat. Like, and the way he got up, like, yeah. I was like, why does it have to be corny every time? Can we please just get that bread, that head, and leave? What are we doing? Seema, y'all have one job. Y'all have one job here. They should have did a chemistry test between these two because there's absolutely none. But it would if they framed him as like a real suitor and they gave him a little ounce. I'm not saying he needs to be clean cut, suit and tie. If we did have her having all these different experiences with him that weren't these little cringy armpit sex adjacent moments, then maybe we can get into him. We can't because as this picture I put over here, y'all keep showing him in these little ratty situations. What do y'all want us to do with this?
I like a band tee. He just got to, can we get Chris Hemsworth over here or something? Like, there's a way you can be rugged, with your band tee. That's fine. But it's not him, Tyra.
Yeah. You love a full beard. He got that beard for you. No, still not.
He looks like he stinks. He doesn't wear deodorant. We already know that's a choice. He works outside all day. So it's not like he can just have his little crystal rock and be good. Like, unless he's bathing multiple times a day, and like, I just
crystal rock and be good.
Actually,
let's move on. We'll see. We're going to that next episode, trying to have her make a sound decision on whether or not she wants to be with that man. Like, are we not beyond that? We've spent so many episodes on y'all, and we're nowhere. But a very unserious proposal, Anthony and Giuseppe. There is never going to be a moment, and I guess it's done now. Stop having Anthony confide in Carrie about anything. Can we not do that? I don't care what y'all trying to do with Anthony. Everybody knows that Anthony is Charlotte's friend. We're trying to have this open forum of friendship, and I can go, but it's always going to be Charlotte that we go to with the main things. We're going to go. This talking about, well, I'm petrified, because what if I'm just that? This proposal was raggedy as hell. I don't know who this was supposed to be for. And I was like, Anthony, when did you become a sugar daddy? What are you doing in here? It gave sugar daddy. And I want so badly to take their relationship seriously and have some stake in whether or not they, stay together. But the sweaters of it all, and I'm gonna take care of you. Oh, who put you in this purple? I need my man to look like this for when I take you down later. And then we had that situation where mom said she was cutting off all funds as long as you're here with Anthony. Like, are you a sugar daddy? What are you doing, Anthony? But in the midst of those sweaters and the plum color, he gets it. Oh, will you marry me? I was like, what are you doing, Giuseppe? Get up. What are we doing? There's nothing about their dynamic that screams marriage. We just had that oops slip. We had that situation over there with the Pinocchio of it all in the oh, and now I gotta move in with you because I don't want no parts of this man as a roommate. We have that circumstance happen, and then we get here and it's up. Well, you want to marry me? What? I really don't care about this. I would like to, but please don't marry this man. Please don't marry this man. Please don't marry this man, Anthony. Ashley.
I won't beat a dead horse, pun intended, because they swear he's so hung. This has been a farce from the beginning. We've talked about it week after week after week after week. Again, another storyline that had potential to really demonstrate something different we don't really see in mainstream TV or movies really much at all. But they went another direction. Here's the thing. This is when I knew Anthony was completely unhealed and very, very toxic. And so I want to make a personal PSA based on his statement. When he says to Giuseppe, no one will ever love you like this. That is master manipulation number one. A lot of times coming from an older person to a younger person or a narcissist to a regular person in relationship. Y'all, that is a lie. That is a lie from the pits of hell. No one will ever love you or treat you like I treat you. I was like, oh, Anthony's toxic as hell. Like, this is very odd. But then for Giuseppe to get down on his knees, I felt like he was saying, I want to just secure a place to live and finance. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. And Anthony doesn't want to marry this little boy either. He likes it for what it is. And I think he was fine with cohabitating, but I don't think the marriage thing, whatever. And as far as the Carrie thing, they've been trying to dangle that between them, but it really never gave. Ultimately, it's Charlotte that comes to Carrie, right? And says, they're getting married, right? Like Anthony's engaged. It's like, okay, where are we going with this? Yeah, but I think this is just another failure in it. I hated Anthony said that. And I hated that Giuseppe got down on his knee and proposed to this elder. Like, sir.
Elder Ashley.
Because let's be honest, this is not the stuff that longevity is made of. Based on what we've seen of their connection and relationship, Anthony is just territorial. The only reason Anthony's asking you to move in is because he doesn't like the idea of you living with another man. It never gave, you're the love of my life and I want to be with you, even though we're at these different phases in our life. Let me teach you, Giuseppe. Let me usher you into this new world. And Giuseppe's like, I just got cut off. So I'm gonna need 3 hots and a cot.
It's the same. And then they always have to bring up his size and sexualize him and all that. When they went down to the play from the baby in the musical, and it's like, oh, who is this? I just came out last week and I'm on the prowl. Are you here with anybody? Just like, oh, who is that? Who is that homosexual over there? Get him out of here. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. I hope we don't end off with any of that. I hope we have Anthony realize yeah, this could be something, but we're not there yet. Let's just take our time. I do love you though. But this convenience that's happening with them, oh, I'm going to come live with you. Oh, I'm getting cut off. Oh, nobody's ever going to, take care of you. It was giving sugar daddy. Yeah, I might as well lock it down because you're right. Ain't nobody going to take care of me like this, daddy. What?
That's crazy.
I hate it so much.
Yeah, that's so toxic to even say. I don't even know why the writers came up with that. Oh, no one's ever gonna treat you like I can treat you. Love you.
Lisa said, Lisa, just go to work. Lisa, just go to work and the new Herbert. Now, baby, I put this jolly green giant ass photo of Herbert over here because that's who he's been. He's very light, very smiling, 24/7, very, very, easygoing. even when they're in the woes or what you can consider like an argument or some beef or we're upset, he's still a very light-hearted man, smiley man, happy man. All of a sudden, this episode, we had all these stakes, so many stakes that we were not aware of, and him becoming comptroller. All the way for it to roll over. He already has this, this disposition. Because, I really don't even want to be here. I really want to waddle in my depression because I lost comptroller. Not only did I lose, but I lost as a man, as a parent, as a husband. I'm a failure. Oh, Lord. I was like, Herbert, boy, what? We get here. What the hell did they have Lisa in? What was Lisa wearing? What are you guys?
Auntie Vicky Winans' first Sunday outfit, like, because girl, why do you have her in that caftan with the with
a long caftan, girl, with this, girl,
her kufi on? I said, where did they find this?
With the granny silk, hold my curls cap in a kufi. What the hell is going on? Then she has some anal beads around her neck. I'm upset about it. We had Lisa in some crap, but prior to this, he's just, I'm a failure. Whatever. Then we get here and we have the PTA of it all, throw it in his face, like, oh, we had a lot invested in you. Not just time, but we donated funds only for you to lose. But it's cool. We don't care. This is just on his neck. So by the time we get all the way home later, Lisa, just leave me alone. Just go to work, girl. Just leave me alone. Just let me be set in my depression at this point. And Lisa's just like, girl, what is going on here? And why would they wait to the penultimate episode to make Herbert a Grinch? What's happening?
Girl, I don't know what's happening. Is she talking to me? Ask me questions I don't know the answers to. Here's the thing. I did not know that this man was in Hamilton. I went back and watched his performance in Hamilton. I said, they got this man over here sleeping on his gift. Why did he revisit his rap career? I would have been here for Hubert having a midlife crisis and getting in the studio. Let's use our talents over here. Have him sing. Well, he did sing that little half a song.
Yeah, that one
Let
time.
him put him in the studio. Let him try to revive his rap career as part of his midlife crisis. I would have been here for that. They just made him terrible in this show. So much so, I hate a Hubert, a Herbert, or whatever. And this is insufferable. He's like a pouting, petulant child at this point. Sir, you didn't win the race for we don't even know what comptrollers do. Shut the hell up. Put a grin on. You know what I mean? Like, just
handle the city's money, right? Right.
Yeah, like, you're sitting pretty, you're fine. Sure, your mom's disappointed, but sir, you're a 50, 60-year-old man. Does it really matter at this point? Just the space tuned up. I don't like to see a grown man like that. I don't like to see a grown man like this, sir, because we're too old for this. We're beyond. You be disappointed for like a day. Go have a beer, have a cigar, a cognac with the fellas, and turn that frown upside down. Get some good cootenanny from your wife. She thinks you're hot. She wants you in her. She said it. Release your tension like normal men do. I don't want to see you shouting like a big baby every day. And again, they just are throwing this at us because they've done nothing with this family. They've done nothing with She Who Must Not Be Named in Hubert. Like, it's annoying at this point. They're just there for decoration and placeholders. Feels like to me.
It was. I love that Rock was up there giving her and all that jazz, and she pinned over like, "Yes, Herbert." And he's like, "Get me the hell out of here." I was like, we've never seen him so displaced and so mad. Like, when did you get this mean, Herbert? He was a Grinch this episode, and Lisa's like, oh my god, like he's like, just go to work, Lisa. Leave me alone. Who are you talking to?
It's probably that Ozempic she got him on. She told him to get on that Ozempic. It's a mood changer.
Girl. But that was literally that. I have nothing for this episode. I literally don't. Normally we get here and we'll talk about I don't care. I don't care about the predictions. Nothing in that trailer made me go, oh.
Nothing.
I'm kind of trying to see what that be like. How are we going to send these ladies off? Your beloved Sex in the City ladies. No. The fact that we sat there in that trailer and we have Marion there with Lisa, go away from me. Go away from me with this. Go away from me with that. I, I just, it pisses me off. Actually, please tell me you have some predictions. Because if we,
No, but I can make something up. Seema and the gardener, they go and meet with the sister for Thanksgiving, and the sister age shames Seema, for being elderly.
what?
Carrie goes to London in search of Duncan because that seems like where that's going anyway. Um, she who must not be named finally sleeps with Black Charlie Chaplin. Charlotte and Harry have sex. His penis works again. It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
At
And
Miranda,
Miranda, yeah,
at
and
Miranda.
Miranda finds out that Brady's baby mama is bi, and so she decides to get with her and parent the baby, and they become a couple and raise Brady's
Go
child.
away, Brady. Go away with Brady and Mia in that. Um, I guess we're gonna try to have some depth between her and Joy because they made it a point to put Joy here. I really would have preferred Steve, but beggars can't be choosers. And it's like, oh, that's not something I do. I don't do, Thanksgiving dinners as a group. I'll see you later. No, lady. Either there's going to be a compromise. One of us has to show some growth and something, or no, this isn't something that I can abide by moving forward in my life or my relationships. I need someone who's a bit more present and willing to compromise and engage with family. My friends and my family are a big part of my life. Yeah, let's go, Joy, come on in, meet the family and the friends. Or yeah, you gotta go because this isn't gonna work. I choose myself. Yeah. Charlotte, she's probably going to get it popping, but we have to pay Miranda back for getting it popping in other people's house. So hopefully it's at Miranda's house and it's just like, oh yeah, and they find a little quiet corner and get it in. That'd be nice. After she was all on the countertop down at Carrie's. That'd be nice. Um, it would be criminal to have Lisa sleep with Marion. For what? For what? I didn't even expect to see Marion again. Like, it would be a crime to just disband their relationship or even make it look like, you know what? You told me to go to work. You're mean. I want a divorce. Marion, what are you doing later? Are you in an open marriage? Do you want some of this? What are we doing with that? Why is Marion in the trailer? Please stop playing with me. I think he's just there as just another like red herring and what if and it could be. And then we're gonna have old Herbert come around to his, I'm sorry, babe. I was just in my feelings about not winning comptroller and nah, nah, nah. All is right with the world again. It's going to be fine. Carrie's ass, if Carrie tries to go find Duncan, just shoot her down the moment she gets off the plane. Shoot her down. Shoot her, headshot, kill shot, Deadpool her the moment she steps off the plane because you're dumb. We're not doing this with you, Carrie, and I don't want you going out like this. I want you to go and join Big. Big was as big as you're ever going to get. That's all you're ever going to get. Kill shot to the head the moment she touches down and put her over there. Or we could have her have some completion to this novel. And it's like, no, I'm going to go on and live my best life. And so is my character. She's not going to be sitting along in the garden. And I'm not going to be sitting along with all the shoes and shoe that Seema's going to come around to old Adam and realize, oh, he's a good man, Savannah, and I want to be with him. And that's how that's going to go. Anything else on these ladies, Ashley?
No, I'm ready for it to be over. And just like that, it was over. Let's hurry up and get us there.
That's what I'm. First of all, I had already said I was putting that on my thumbnail.
That's mine too.
And just like that, it's over. It's over. Well, you guys, that was that. Be sure to drop down low and let us know what you thought about our thoughts and also maybe your predictions for the next episode. We would love to know. Ashley, anything coming up?
Yes, tomorrow we will be discussing Outlander, Blood of My Blood, Sasnak. I watched the first 2 episodes today that were just dropped, and I'm into the story. We'll see what Tyra has to say, but that live will be tomorrow, and then we have our members only blockbuster movie night And then on Sunday, we'll be talking Wednesday, the first 4 episodes of season 2. So just make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell. Oh, and don't forget, this is the finale of the Gilded Age. Monday night will be our last Gilded Age discussion of season 3. We won't be back for Gilded Age until season 4, y'all. So come through. If you're not there, that is a fun time in the Gilded Age Live. And of course, and just like that, the finale, we will be back next Friday, same place, same time, for the last time for And Just Like That. Praise God.
See, now that's good TV. Go watch Gilded Age. This season of Gilded Age has been cooking from top to bottom. Not one episode or moment was wasted, and that's more than I can say here. And speaking of, Saturday watch-alongs and being a member, do consider becoming a member of the struggle or a member of the Sweet Peas. We have a really good time. We have a really great, brilliant, beautiful sexual chocolate community in that Discord. White chocolate occasionally. We would love more of that. Go on over there and invite yourself to become a part of that and become a member of the channel so that you can join us for our Saturday night watch-alongs that are private, members only. It's my turn this week, and I picked Grease Lightning. We will be watching Grease and singing like we've, never sung before. Don't miss that. Be a part of that. We will see you guys next time for the last episode ever of And Just Like That. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
Sandy?
Tell me about it, Steph.
Who's cutting this? Where the function? Where the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a finance home, and that's real. Stop teasing me. Stop teasing me. I could change your life so easily. I keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me. Leaving me. We got sticks in the club illegally. Got the whole 6 side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got members west on 401. We got a lock on the game, but there's more to come. You gotta pop that ass to the morning come. You want shots for the girls, they don't order some. Who's crying?